Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday Night Live show for September 7th, 2021. Tonight's special guest is Ruby Wright and Becky Gilstrap from Recruiting Managers from Cherry Hill Programs. Should be a great show, so stick around. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Santa Bob McMasters, and at this time, let me bring in my co-host to the Tuesday Night Live show, Santa Barry Cummins. Say hello, Barry.
Hello. Good to see you today, Bob. I know you're feeling a little bit under weather, buddy. We appreciate you being a trooper, you and Elfangela. We appreciate what you do, man.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Elfangela will be producing the show tonight, but from behind the scenes. And So, as we are all aware, our Santa season is just around the corner, and we should all be preparing for the upcoming season at this point. It's getting late, so we need to make sure that we start checking everything and getting everything ready. Tonight's guest can help with job placement, but first, let's kick off the show by asking you, our viewers, for help.
All right, everyone, please reach over there, give us a like and a share of this stream to help build the viewership of this show. We appreciate you being with us tonight. We know you have a choice in your time. Thank you for being with us here on the Tuesday Night Live show. All right, please welcome tonight's guest to the Tuesday Night Live show from Cherry Hill Programs, Recruiting Managers Ruby Wright and Becky Gilstrap.
Hi, ladies. Uh-oh, muted. Ruby.
Hi, Santa Bob. Hi, Santa Barry.
Hey, good to have y'all with us tonight.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here.
We're glad to have Hi, Becky. We're glad to have you ladies back. So at this time, Ruby and Becky are true to the Christmas spirit. They come bearing gifts. They each have a trivia question, and the first right answer wins a $50 Amazon card, and Ruby will be going first right after this.
All righty. So we're going to be, my question is going to be, how many combined years have Becky and I been working with Santa Claus? So combined, both of us. And I can promise you it's under 100. First to get the answer on the combined number of years that Becky and I have been working with Santa. If you've watched the show before, you probably have an informed decision. If not, a good guess works too.
That's correct. That's the combined years that Becky and Ruby have worked together with Santa.
That's funny, Scott.
Close, buddy, but no cigar. Greg, that's close too.
Close. Oh, get
close, Rex. Woo, all over it. Hot potato, buddy.
Warmer. Oh, no, a little bit too many there. Oh.
All over.
Randall, you're getting close.
Close.
Anybody else have any good guesses?
I believe Rex has got it.
Yep, Rex had it up there.
Yep.
Rex,
Congratulations, Rex.
Rex,
Right
you
there,
got
Rex
it.
Ray.
Rex
Very
Ray,
good.
I have to just mention this, Stan, as I go by Ruby, my middle name, but my first name is Rexanne. I was named after my grandpa Rex. So I love that name. And
Very
Rex,
fitting that Rex wins it then. Very good, Rex. You want to tell him how you'll send it to him, Ruby?
yeah, we'll get your email over to Santa Bob, and Becky and I'll get you a gift card, Amazon gift card, an online gift card via email. And we can get that to you right after the show.
Absolutely.
Yes, and now we're going to hold off on Becky's trivia question until towards the later part of the show. So I'm going to kick it over to Barry at this time.
All right, ladies, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Live show. You know, the last time we had you on, we got to know you a little bit. So let's start off with a question for each of you, if you don't mind. What's your favorite Christmas song that instantly makes you think Christmas? Favorite Christmas song that instantly makes you think Christmas?
All right, I'm going to go first. Becky, can I hog the stage?
Go right ahead.
I am, mine is a Little Drummer Boy, my favorite Christmas song ever. When I was a kid, my grandpa would pick us up and we'd go around driving out around town looking for Christmas lights. He would play that song and he'd always say, Ruby, your song's coming on. And I would do the drummer moves as we were driving looking at Christmas lights. So anytime I hear that, even outside of Christmas, I have the spirit of Christmas. And my son took a video of me last summer, and all it was my hand while I was driving. It was in the middle of summer. I'm listening to Little Drummer Boy, and my hand was going while I am driving. So I'll listen to it any time of year.
What about you, Becky?
Yeah, mine is Jingle Bells. And the reason I like that song so much is, you know, we don't see them so much now as we used to see the carolers. And, you know, I would be a part of the little caroling group and go to the nursing home and things like that when I was younger with the church. And that's one song that has always reminded me of Christmas is Jingle Bells. But I'll give you a little tidbit on Ruby, though. Ruby listens to Christmas music all the time. I don't have to turn mine on because we're on the phone a lot, and we listen to hers, and we just get singing. So we do listen to it year round.
It's hard to pick a favorite. It really is, you know, but that comes to mind just as it hits you right there. But yeah, anytime you're having a rough day or something, Becky and I are real busy and moving through, I'll turn on my backup list of 400, you know, different versions of Christmas songs. So
Just kind of lifts your spirit, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
sure.
So welcome back, ladies. Along the same lines, let me ask this. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay. I love Miracle on 34th Street. One of my favorite ones.
Many a favorite.
Mine as well.
Very good. Well, that was easy.
Has a whole town of Miracle on 34th Street, you know, little light up villages. And I have 8 siblings, so we all tend to fight over, you know, who bought her what and, you know, where she's compiled that village. But
right, you know, I guess it kind of goes along generational lines when you look at it, because folks that are our age or are a little bit younger, of course, 34th Street usually comes up as their favorite. But then you get into the generations, you start finding different, you know, movies that they like. For the younger folks nowadays, of course, it's the Tim Allen movies because that's what they're watching. A lot of them don't even know about Miracle on 34th Street, which I don't know how that could be, but they don't. Barry?
All right, ladies, the last time y'all was on, we talked a little bit about this, but some of our viewers may have missed that show. But Cherry Hill Programs has changed their hiring from independent contract entertainers to seasonal employees. Can you explain how the new system works and the changes associated with that?
Definitely. So with the new employee status with Cherry Hill or seasonal employee status, you're no longer considered an independent contractor. So in the past, you would have been required to carry liability insurance or Santa insurance to be able to work with Cherry Hill on one of our photo sets. And you would have been paid in a contract salary. This year, as an employee, you no longer need that Santa insurance because you're going to be covered by Cherry Hill on our photo set. I always like to mention, if you're a Santa that's doing outside events, you're still going to want to keep that Santa insurance facilitated through whomever that you've had it in the past. If you don't know where to get it, we can always give you tips. Bob can too. But typically through the International Brotherhood is where we would tell you to go. But we would say keep that insurance if you do outside events, but as long as you're working for Cherry Hill on one of our photo sets at one of our locations, you're fully covered by Cherry Hill in regards to liability insurance. In addition to that, being a seasonal employee, you have benefits like workman's comp. You wouldn't have had these benefits in the past as an independent contractor, so that's one thing that's also changed. In addition to that, we are setting all of our Santas up in hourly rate contracts, which is a little bit different than what we would have done in the past. Really, it's no different in the sense that we're still offering the typical salaries we would have offered in the past. It's just a matter of how we slice it up to present it for contracts this year. Reason being is, as an employee, we're going to be tracking all hours, and also Santas will be privy to overtime. So those are a few of the most asked questions when it comes to this new employee status. You will fill out employee forms that would dictate whether or not you have tax come out of your pay, just depending on your particular situation. Every Santa is different, so you would be filling that out. The forms would be available to you online in our online hiring portal, along with the hourly rate agreement that we would be presenting this year. So those are a few of our, I guess, frequently asked questions there, Santaberry. But if anybody has any others, let us know. We don't mind at all expanding on it, or, reaching out one-on-one to go through more details.
Sounds good. And typically, when does the Cherry Hill program's recruiting season start? And once a Santa signed his new employment agreement, how soon is he expected to go to the drug screen that y'all require?
So typically we ask that comes after signing of that contract, and we wait till probably about 6 to 8 weeks prior to starting season. And that's usually because we are pushing through getting everything done with Santa's forms and whatnot, and we do it fresh before we start season. So you could expect, if you're somebody that would be asked to be drug tested, that you would be asked 6 to 8 weeks prior to the start of your season. This year, most of our Santa seasons, the earliest opening that we have looks to be about the 10th of November. So that would put you here in the next few weeks.
Sounds good, Bob.
Becky, you got anything to add to that?
No, the recruiting season starts. We recruit all the time. There's a link on cherryhillprograms.com that's a refer a Santa. Whether you work for Cherry Hill or not, you can go to that link and give us your information along with your referral. And if that Santa works during this coming season, you will get a $100 referral sent to you. And there's a questionnaire in there on that website for you to fill out. So you do not have to work for Cherry Hill to get a referral, $100 referral from us for referring a Santa. So, and we recruit all year long. I don't think there's a time over the last 27 years of our combined experience that we haven't recruited.
Yeah, and it's a good question, Barry, because a lot of Santas will not call me all of January or February, and they'll say, well, Ruby, I thought you guys were taking a break. We were giving you some time off or giving you some downtime. A lot of times they make Santas think, don't bother Ruby or Becky during Easter season because they're probably busy with the Easter bunny. Do know that our sole focus year round is Santa. So while we love the Easter bunny too, when it comes to what we do, we're working with Santa from January 1 until, last day there in December. So always call. Typically though, when you're looking at getting your actual assignment dispersed, we're looking more toward the beginning of March. Earlier parts of January and February, we're getting surveys in from all of our malls, all of our Santas, all of our district managers, so that we can go through that data, see if there's anything we need to address prior to getting Santa assigned back to his location. And that's always good to make sure we've gone through that data. If Santa had any concerns that needed to be addressed, we're handling that in the earlier part of the year. But we still are welcoming referrals, Santa calls, starting to talk about placement, what your plans are going to be this, for that year. So call us any time of year. We're definitely not tied up with the Easter Bunny or, taking a break there in January and February.
Very good. So, are the majority of the Cherry Hill program malls now going with 2 Santas, split shifts, and how are the available hours delegated?
Okay, so typically deciding whether or not we have 1 or 2 Santas can fall into one of 2 areas. So one is Santa that is maybe local to his mall, been there a long time. He's looking at taking maybe a step back from having worked full hours. So we may be looking for a second Santa to just come in and relieve the first Santa, meaning there's a scheduling conflict. So we may need 2 Santas at a location for that reason. Another reason, and the bigger reason, is if we are in a position where there are a lot of hours in that day, this is a large mall that's going to have a long season. Becky and I are looking at that and going, oh gosh, how could we, any Santa sit through this amount of time? We're going to look at splitting that mall in half. So it doesn't necessarily mean all of our malls are going that direction this year. We try our best to make that happen, but it's very much dependent on the situation at that particular mall. And it's also driven by how big the mall is, how much revenue that mall brings in. Obviously, if it's a bigger mall and they're super busy, they're going to be open longer hours. And then in that case, we would want to split that between 2 Santas and, alleviate any one of them having such a long season. So right now, our goal is to get 2 Santas at every mall if we can, but it's not always possible just depending on local situations and whatnot. But this year we have brought on more 2 Santa malls than ever. And I think that's because we were able to get the word out here on Santa Bob Live, new guys coming on board, willing to come on locally and pick up half a shift, things like that. So having that inventory, so to speak, of other Santas who are willing to come take a half chair definitely helps. So keep on it coming. If you're a guy who doesn't want to work a full season, still, reach out to us. We may still have a half chair available. And again, typically driven by one of those 2 things, either a scheduling conflict or it being a great big mall.
So, is the scheduling, the hours for each Santa set by the set managers, or is it something that you guys do back at Cherry Hill programs, or is it something that the Santas work out between each other?
So this is something that we work out at Cherry Hill programs. So you're not going to get to set and have the local manager say, okay, Bob, you're working Mondays and Barry, you're working Tuesdays. We will decide that when we talk to you, when you negotiate out your contract for this year or agreement, we're going to make sure that it includes your shift. So it's going to tell you whether you're the morning Santa for the full season, the afternoon Santa for the full season, and we're going to decide that schedule together with Santa Team. That schedule is then given to your local manager. It's input in the system for Santa. So of course, the local manager will be very aware of what your schedule would be, but it would not be decided on the local level. We'll do that pre-season. However, if Santa gets into a bind, let's say there was an issue or something to that effect, the local manager obviously is the first one you're going to reach out to and let them know as well that you have a scheduling conflict. Sometimes they're involved in helping us work something out in an emergency situation, but any type of split shift or scheduling will be done pre-season by Santa Team, personally with Santa.
Very good. Now that the Santas will be seasonal employees, will they have to clock in and out, and how will that be kept?
Becky's shaking her head yes. I'm going to let her do this, talk about this one here.
Yes, this year with them being hourly, they will have to clock in and out. We have a link that we will be sharing with the Santas that are contracted to get into the payroll system to do that clocking in and out. You can do it yourself from a smartphone, a tablet, anywhere that you have access to do that. If you don't have that access, then we will get you some help to be sure that you're clocked in and out each day. So yes, anything that you do from that point forward with Cherry Hill, you will clock in and out and be paid for that.
Very good, Barry. You got anything else to add to that?
Yeah, what about a Santa that may have 5 or 6 days open throughout his season and everything? Could y'all accommodate him?
Definitely. We're actually in the midst of that process right now. So we have what we call a backup fill-in list or a days off list that is compiled over the course of us hiring Santas. We get those dates into our system, and anybody who says they have availability on those dates, we will fill in the cracks for you, so to speak. So if you're a busy guy doing event work outside of a mall, still give us a chance, see if you may like it. We'll fill in any cracks in your schedule that you may have available. If you're not someone who wants to commit to something right up front, meaning you aren't ready to commit to doing just a couple days a week, but you think you want to get your feet wet during season trying it out, we also can get you onto our backup list, call you on the fly during season. If you're available, great. If not, we completely understand, and we bug 100 other Santas till we find someone to help us out. But that's how most of our Santas have gotten in chairs, really, is people bugging them, telling them, hey, you look a little bit like Santa. You want to come try and help us out here. So many new Santas for us have gotten their feet wet being a fill-in their first year or two, and then moving from, fill-in to expanding, wanting to be maybe full season or a part-time season. So we're welcoming anybody with any type of availability. And we would ask that you go to our website and apply if you hadn't already. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be reaching out to all of our backup fill-ins, getting everybody onboarded and getting those schedules built out. So keep us in mind if you are open at all for November or December.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, let's take a short breather right here, because at this time in the Tuesday Night Live show, we take a break for a special product announcement. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this. So we all know what this means, and we got a special treat with us tonight. Stop the show. It's time for the Tuesday Night Live Showstopper Special. And this week's StufferSanta.com Showstopper Special, we're going to go out straight to the real head clown at large and in charge, Daisy May. Hi.
Hello,
Hey, Daisy.
everyone.
How are you?
I have got to tell you that Spangle has gone to the Santa gathering up in Pennsylvania. So I'm in charge of the store. So tonight, if you go online, 5 rolls of the Santa coins, I will give you an extra 5 rolls. Isn't that exciting? And then, because of the shipping, I'll give you an extra gift valued at $10 or more to cover that. So go online, StuffForSanta.com. We'll trick old Santa himself.
That's true. Now, the new website launched this week. That is StuffForSanta.com, and it will automatically take out for the shipping now. So the pre-shipping that we've done in the past, the website will charge you for the shipping. But Daisy May is throwing in an extra gift to make up for that. So that was what that was all about. Also, this offer only is good for 1 week, which it expires 9/13/21. So get it tonight during the show. Get the special deal. Daisy May, are you glad to be rid of Spangle for a couple of days so you can get a little bit of peace?
Party!
Exactly. All right. Well, we certainly do thank you, and we hope you have fun. If you need any help while he's away, just holler.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy.
Thank you, Daisy.
You are watching the Tuesday Night Live show with Bob Berry and Angela. Sponsored by StuffForSanta.com and SchoolOfSantas.com, where you can find everything you need to support your Santa and Mrs. Claus business. Remember, if Spangle ain't got it, it doesn't exist. So contact Spangle at StuffForSanta.com today. Now back to the show.
And just remember, Spangle ain't got it, it's because Daisy May won't let him get it.
Yeah. We upgraded tonight.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. It's good to see Daisy May. She's always so bubbly and fun. So, okay, folks, it's time to get down to business at this point. Ruby and Becky came here with a huge major announcement. So without further ado, ladies, the floor is yours. But no boot scooting until after the announcement.
All righty. So our announcement is Cherry Hill Programs is expanding our Santa locations for the upcoming Santa season, branching out a little bit, doing some test locations. We've picked up 36 test locations that are going to be outside of the typical mall venue. They're going to be held in anchor storefronts, and these are going to be at Big Lot stores across the U.S. So we have some big locations that are opening up in places like Houston, Texas, Tennessee, Knoxville area, just about almost every state that we've got. So our big announcement is new business or new clients for Cherry Hill programs. So this is one of our biggest announcements for this year. One we're most excited about. This is going to branch us out of a typical venue and get us out there to see what else is out there, and hopefully pick up more locations to be able to offer to Santas in the coming years. So that is very exciting for Becky and I, and also for Santas who may be looking for some full-time positions or half-time positions that didn't have anything local to you before. Get on our website, check out these new locations. They are listed as Big Lots locations, so you're able to see if there is possibly a new venue that wasn't there previously local to you. So check that out for us. In addition to that, we picked up a few new Macy's locations. So branching out with that being said, this is going to be in some of the bigger department stores, some of the multi-level Macy's style department stores. Those are also opening up in locations across the U.S. and are on our website if you're interested in seeing if any of those are local to you. We feel this is a huge announcement for us just because we know there's many Santas out there who wanted to stay local this year, and we just didn't have the inventory, so to speak, of locations to offer maybe local to them. We're hoping this is something that Santas will take advantage of and hop on for a new local spot. So we're very excited about it, and hop on our website if you're interested at all to see if those spots are local to you.
Big Lots, that's a big announcement, and we appreciate you announcing that here on the Tuesday night live show. Now, are these jobs going to be one Santa or two Santa opportunities, a split chair type thing?
We're looking at single Santa positions, but we're open to two Santas, meaning if you have a schedule conflict, still let us know. If you're open half-time availability, we're willing to do a two Santa model there. These locations are going to run very much like malls in the sense that they're going to be open for a full season. So not testing it out, just, getting our feet wet on weekends. This will be a full season. All of them will start the 18th of November. So looking at 36 days in the season for you. And all of these, we're going to have a full Santa photo set inside of them. So when you come into the location or the storefront, it is very much going to look like the mall venue as far as your Santa photo set's concerned. Santa's going to have his throne. We're going to have an awesome photo set up for him. And so it should operate very much like a mall that you're used to in the sense of the schedule and the atmosphere that you're in. But it is going to be in that different storefront. And our hopes is by branching out, testing this out, seeing how it goes. If it goes very well, there's a huge opportunity here to expand. So it could end up being something even bigger in these next couple of years.
Now, you mentioned it'll be a full Cherry Hill program set. Now, will y'all provide the suits for Santa, or will he have to provide his own for this test location?
We will provide the suits for Santa. So we're prepared to provide suits for anybody that's going to be at the Big Lots or those new Macy's locations I mentioned.
I have a question in line of that. Will you also be hiring set employees?
We sure will. So we're going to be staffing that location as well. Good thing to bring up, Bob. We're starting to approach season. I know the rest of the world outside of our Santa world may not be thinking about it yet, but I'm sure you guys, just like me, the clock is a ticking here, right? We're only about 90 days away from our first malls opening and season really kicking off for us. So if you know someone that doesn't want a Santa position, but is interested in maybe working seasonally on a photo set, I know for myself, I have college nieces and nephews who have worked the photo sets and just to pick up a little money during Christmas season. So pass our website information along. It's not just Santa that we're looking for. We'll be starting to hire the set employees as well. And who has a funner job than somebody who gets to work with Santa during the Christmas season? So it's something that we welcome as well. So if you're jumping onto our website, outside looking for Santa, you'll be able to link to the employee field hiring portal from the same link that Bob has posted previously.
Well, ladies, what do you want our Christmas community to specifically know about Cherry Hill programs?
That we love Santa. That we know it's been a rough couple of years, right? We know coming out of a pandemic, having these loyal Santas who, even if you weren't working for Cherry Hill, you got out there virtually, you got out there physically, door to door, even volunteering just to be able, oh, it's going to make me cry, just to be able to get out and see kiddos this year. We saw that. We feel how hard it was with you last year, and we're here to have a better year with you this year. We're going to get through no matter what happens. I know last year we all realized we knew nothing. We started out going, here's how something's going to play out, and every day was a new challenge. But no matter what happened, whatever was thrown at us, whatever was thrown at Santa, we all got out there and did it. And we want you to know we appreciate you all, and we are true lovers of Santa. So if there's any concerns you guys have, anything that you need to talk about, you're always welcome to reach out to Becky and I via email, phone, whatever it takes. And we just want you to know we care a lot about you, appreciate what you guys do. And we very much appreciate you, Bob and Barry, for giving us this platform to come on and talk to Santas in the way that we're getting to. Typically, if I want to reach out to 30 Santas, I'm on the phone for about 12 hours. So getting to just have this kind of a platform and talk through this kind of stuff is very beneficial, not just for Cherry Hill, but for Becky and I's Santa hearts, getting to just be here. So I think that's what I want you guys to know. And obviously, we'll welcome anybody who wants to come on board, just reach out.
And here at the Tuesday Night Live Show, we've seen a need to be able to get real-time information out to our brothers and sisters and the folks within the Santa community, seamstress and vendors. And this was something that we talked about for a while, and we finally backed our ears and dove into it. We're glad we did. And, we couldn't do the job we do for me at the mall without you guys, because you guys are who I'm with, Cherry Hill Programs. We talked about payroll earlier just a little bit. Can you guys tell everyone how Cherry Hill will be paying as far as the pay structure goes for this season, now that everyone will be seasonal employees?
You go ahead, Becky.
Yeah, the Santas will be paid each Friday. So, for instance, if you start on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll be paid the following Friday for that time, and then the following Friday up until the last Friday of December. Of course, we'll pay direct deposit. That will be something that you do when you do your paperwork with Cherry Hill. But it will be every Friday payday.
Very good, Barry. You got anything else?
No, just appreciate what y'all do. Thank you for sharing those jobs with everybody, and go over and check out the website. Angela's fixing to put up y'all's contact information. If you do have some time, whether part-time, full-time, fill in, contact them.
Okay, there's a question on the screen. One of you want to address that from Santa Marcos?
Yeah, Santa Marcos. Yes, we do. I know there's quite a few gentlemen who are not naturally bearded who shy away from applying, thinking possibly we wouldn't have a position. Please do apply. There's possibly a position available for you, and we're accepting real beard, faux beard. As long as you've got the true art of Santa, you can't really grow that. So that's what we're looking for.
That's exactly right. And on the screen now is their contact information. If you guys want to take a pen or a pencil and jot that down on a piece of paper, that way you can contact them directly. Their phone numbers are there to each one of them, and each one of them's cherryhillprogram.com email addresses. So be sure and write that down. Reach out for any information they can help you with, any other questions you may have, or if you're just interested in any specific location, state, city, It doesn't matter. Just reach out to them.
All right. Now, does anybody have any questions or comments for Ruby or Becky? This is an interaction part of the show here. Pop them in the comments, and we'll do our best to get them answered for you.
That's right. Surely someone has some questions out there. Randall Checker Lee says, thank you for all you and Cherry Hill does for us Santas so that the children and families have wonderful memories. So true, Randall. It's so true.
Thank you, Santa.
Absolutely.
Any other questions that you might have at this point? Speak now or forever. I don't see anything going up at this point. So, Barry, back over to you.
All right, ladies, before you go, we're going to do one last segment. Ruby, I want to quiz you, and Bob will quiz Becky.
Okay.
And there's no wrong answer to this. We're going to call this the hot cold round.
Uh-oh.
So, Ruby, I'll ask you a series of questions, and after each one, without thinking, throw an answer back at me, okay?
Got it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Christmas or Easter?
Christmas.
Red or pink?
Red.
Artificial or real tree?
Oh, real tree.
Fruit cake or mince pie?
Mince pie.
Eggnog or almond milk?
Eggnog.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve.
Polar Express or Home Alone?
Home Alone.
Grinch or Rudolph?
Rudolph.
All right, let's take this hot cold and throwing it over to you, Bob.
I got it. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, that was a new segment that we thought we'd throw out with the ladies tonight. So, Becky, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go, Bob.
Okay, hot cocoa or hot tea?
Oh, cocoa.
Chocolate chip or oatmeal cookies?
Chocolate chip.
Very good. Texting or talking?
Texting.
Okay, this one pertains to Easter. Boiled egg or candy egg?
Candied egg.
Okay, and this kind of falls back on what we were talking about earlier, so we may already know the answer to this one, but Miracle on 34th Street or Christmas Vacation?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Frosty or Frozen?
Frosty.
Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry or Winter Wonderland by Brad Paisley?
Winter Wonderland by Brad Paisley.
Should have known that one coming. And at a Christmas party, Christmas Monopoly or Twister?
Twister.
Very
Twister.
good. Very good. Well, that was fun. That was fun. We'll have to do that more often.
Yes, that's very fun.
Okay, so one last chance for anyone to get any other questions in that you may have. Scott Parker put up something there about the luncheon that we had a couple of 3 weeks back now. Becky was there, and Scott came down for his birthday week from Illinois. Had a great time. Someone wants to know here anything in the Nashville area.
Yeah, that's David Thornton from Murfreesboro wanting to know.
Hey, David, how are you, brother?
Santa David, I believe, have something in Murfreesboro.
Wow.
So if you are not already someone who's applied with us, just shoot us your email or info, and Becky and I can reach out to you real quick.
David is a 2-time Sat Bob's alumni.
Oh, very cool.
Him and Carol took our classes in Dixon in 2018, Tennessee, and in 2020.
We would definitely welcome you aboard, Santa David, and would love to talk. I'm a talker, not a texter like Becky.
Well, I talk to the Santas, but I text everyone else. They don't get to.
That's true.
Ruby and I, when we're not working, we text a lot. So
Hey, sometimes it's just more convenient.
it is.
You know, there was an article yesterday, I think it was on one of the news channels I was watching, but there was a survey done, and more people even sitting in a room together are texting than talking now. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, any other questions at this time? If not, then we're going to do this next. Trivia number 2.
It's the question
Drum
number
roll.
2, Becky.
Hang on, she's trying to get it up.
There we go. So our second trivia question is, what is the name of the souvenir division of Cherry Hill programs? This one may be a little tough for you if you're not familiar with it.
And
Let's
if
see
you
who can give us the answer.
If you've worked with Cherry Hill in the past, you should know this answer.
Absolutely.
If you have not, then you won't know it.
And I'll let you know where to get the answer, at least to get the quickest hand in the West there to figure it out. This is going to be on our Cherry Hill website, and there is a little sentence that you click on that says find out more about our souvenir division, and then that's where you would see the name of our souvenir division. And
remember, guys, this is worth a $50 gift. Worth $50 gift card.
Nice, Scott. Nice.
No, Scott.
It's
How you
there.
never
I
know.
know they're looking.
Yeah.
And while they're
Depends on whose fingers is the quickest. Gets that $50 gift card.
very true. And I'll while we're waiting for some comments here, the answer, I'll let you know. Our souvenir division is actually locations that are landmark locations, everything from cruise ships to the Alamo, places like Mount Rushmore, where there are photo opportunities. Rex, you've already won, Rex.
Rex racked up tonight.
Well,
He did.
what he'll have to do is he'll have to share that with Darlene.
Rex, and if you'll put your email in here or send it to Bob or Barry and they can get it to me, I'll be sure and get these gift cards to you.
But remember, Darlene gets one of them now.
That's right. That's right. I'm sorry, Ruby. You want to finish about photogenics?
Oh, just letting you know that they're landmark locations with photo opportunities. Check out our website. I'm sure you guys have been to a lot of these places already, but if you ever plan on going, just know that that's a Cherry Hill venue, likely that you're visiting. So check out a list of our locations.
Very good. So one last chance. Any other questions? Any other comments? And there is Rex's email address.
And I have that down, Rex.
That is correct. And Claire worked with us with Santa's this last Christmas too. So there's a lot of overlap with the company.
Very good. All right. I guess at this point then, stick around for just a minute. Barry's going to do the next segment, and Angela's going to put up a banner real quick, and then we'll move on.
All right, tonight Santa's point of view is three things: passion, commitment, and ownership. What are you passionate about? Are you Santa, Mrs. Claus, elf, maybe a photography person, or a seamstress? Be passionate about that. Commitment to preparation, commitment to practice, commitment to your performance, and ownership. What did I do good? What did I learn from that? The bad. What did I learn from that? What can I do to get better? So that's Santa's point of view tonight: passion, commitment, and ownership.
Great point of view, Barry. Great. Love that.
Well, ladies, once again, on behalf of my co-host, Santa Bob and Elf Angela, thank you so much. We're planning an end of season show on October the 26th, where we're bringing back the former guests we've had on the show for a short segment, and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We'd love to have y'all drop back in for that. How about that?
We will be here.
All right. And we're also doing a Halloween show. We'd love to have you come in dressed up. No Santa, Mrs. Claus, or elf, though. Y'all good for that?
I will be ready.
That's the third Tuesday in October, and then the end of the show, season show, is the following week, October 26th. So there'll be short segments. We won't take up a whole lot of your time, but it'd be fun to have you guys back to help put that on.
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right, everyone. If you would, share and invite others to our weekly Tuesday night live broadcast, along with inviting them to our 2 Facebook groups. You can find us at Santa and the Business of Being Santa, and also Sat Bob's Live. reach up there, give us a like, because every time you do, it helps others see our broadcast.
That's true. And remember, you can always catch the replays on both the groups, Santa and the Business of Being Santa, and Sat Bob's Live. Sat Bob's Live, pinned to the top of the page, is a episode and guest list. So it'll make it easy for you to find which episode you may be looking for. You can go to the media under more, and right there hit your videos, and all the videos come up right there in that tab. All right, so remember to join us for the next Tuesday Night Live each week, 7 p.m. Central Time, same clause time, same clause channel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Ladies, thank you so much. We love you guys, and we appreciate everything you do.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey, before we go, I want to do something, okay? Everybody, if you would, Bob, he's pretty sick, not feeling well. And his daughter, Angela, also, and we have other Santas out there that's sick and not feeling well, and others in the Christmas community. Let's just take a moment and pray for all those right now, if you would. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for many blessings. And I thank you for my brother Bob and his daughter Angela and his whole household, his wife Carol, Father, and all the Santas and Mrs. Clauses and elves out there, set managers, photographers, and the Christmas community that may be touched by sickness, whether it's a common cold to COVID, Lord. I just pray for their healing and well-being, and get them back to health real soon. Thank you for the blessings, and then just give us all a great season this upcoming season. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you all.
Just to let everyone know, thank you, Barry. Just to let everyone know, I thought I had seasonal allergies, but me and my wife both last night got a fever and chills, and kind of took a turn in a different direction. So we contacted our doctor today, and we've got medication that we've picked up and started already. We're losing our smell and our taste, so we kind of thinking it may be COVID. But luckily, we've been on a preventive protocol for a couple of months. And I think if this is as bad as it gets, we're going to make our way through it. But thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers. Okay, ladies, again, thank you. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Angela. And we'll see everyone next week. God bless you. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Don't forget Monday, Bob and Barry Show. Good
See
night,
you
all.
Monday.
Bye.
God bless you. We do this because we care.
That's correct. God bless. Till next week.